All right. I wonder what the rare ingredient I'm gonna need to unlock the third tier of stuff is, though. I need to cure those migraines and headaches and stuff. Alright. Strange formula. Well, that might be exactly what we're looking for. I think there might be a lot of stuff missed in this graveyard. I might have to go through it again at some point. That looks like a safe house, maybe. Let's see if I can go ahead and check out that strange formula in the hideout here. Hopefully I can get in the hideout. Here we go. I always hit the wrong button. There we go. Nice. Okay, so I know I need a migraine. And I think maybe let's go ahead and do a headache just in case. Migraine. Migraine. Still need a fatigue for him if I ever get back to the docks. Let's go back to where we originally found the hideout and see if it will,
This is not a place for you, sir. A leech!
Man, this weapon is just too OP. Okay, so that's the connector that we come out of. So the hideout really doesn't give us a an extra place to go. So we're good here. Got something in my throat. Okay, let's see. Okay, it didn't say that we unlocked it, but maybe we should go back here and kind of... There's a skull. Oh, I really thought I could go in there. That would have been so cool.
I've heard so many bad things recently on the
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
Okay.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
I'll have to remember that he's kind of out here somewhere. Just a kind of like a cul-de-sac.
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion. Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name is Ascalon?
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
Damn. The guy is massive. Whew.
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
Ouch.
God walks with me!
Whoa, man. That guy has like no stamina issues. None. That's my first time being downed. Come on. Stupid fucking game.
Stop Vampyr! God wants.
This man stunned me with his faith.
Wow.
His crucifix. This is not good news.
Oh.
Die, vermin!
Absolutely crazy. I was on the receiving end of one of these really long weapons, though. It's not fun.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
He really feels bad about it, so I'm gonna go with this is a personal matter. I don't know. Like, I don't need company, and I have no need for a kind ear. I don't think that's what he's trying to go for right now. That's the whole reason why you went to the church.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
Man, I really don't want to let forth too much information, because I feel that, like, he's like, I can be as silent as stone, and then you tell him, yeah, I killed my sister, I'm a vampire, then he's like, all of a sudden everybody shows up with stakes. He's not going to be silent. Ugh. He has words for once departed. I really hope that this doesn't give too much info.
I've words for one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest. As you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
Who she was is not your concern.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
She has been laid to rest. That's all you need to know.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
I still don't want this guy to think that I'm a killer on purpose, you know, like I killed my sister on purpose, so I'm trying to be extremely vague.
I wish I could forget all this.
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
How can this poor soul hear you when you can't even hear yourself and admit your role in this tragedy?
I'm so sorry, Mary. I promise to find who is responsible for all this. I'll put an end to this horror.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now, and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
Oh, man.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Good evening, Doctor. Can I help you?
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I'll never know what goes on in that place. But as long as people are getting better, I'll stop investigating her.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
Okay, I'm in the area with this guy. So I'm gonna see if I can... Ooh, what was that other one? This guy has one too. Did I make 2 migraines? No, I only made 1 for a migraine, 1 for a headache. So I gotta make 2 more migraines.
Please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You again? What?
Can I offer you my medical expert?
The name is Colossus Joe. I don't get sick.
Can I offer you my...
The name...
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
She's doing good work. I saw her yesterday and told her she could call on me if she ever felt threatened. Do you know what I mean?
Can I offer you my...
The name is...
Goodbye, Mr. Pete.
I swear this is the guy. Okay, no, I was wrong. Benjamin Palmer, not Joe. Okay. That was my mistake.
Cheap price, good quality. Come
And
on,
if I
take a
remember,
look. Don't be afraid.
he's actually on the way back to my other hideout around here. He's back that way. If I can remember the way out of this place. Okay, yeah, it's up these stairs.
As long as you have the money.
Past the snake oil salesman.
Its effectiveness has been...
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr.
You don't seem well.
I always feel ill.
I can try to help your body heal, sir.
But the war destroyed me, Doctor.
Have you any news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
I visited her dispensary recently. If I'd heard about it sooner, it would have made life easier.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible...
Okay. So there is a hideout right around here.
The good boys join the
Okay, just...
army and the scum turn criminal. It's a shame, really.
Okay, no, that's Nurse Crane's place. Man, how do I keep missing this place?
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
There it is, I think. Here we go.
I cannot enter.
Ah, maybe that's why I've never really used this one. Well, that was a bunch of wasted time.
The answer to all your problems. As long as you have the money.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
It's locked, all right.
It's one of them!
Wow, now there's gonna be those guys all over the place now, huh? That sucks. That sucks so bad.
We have a killer! Stay back, beast! Lord, give us strength! The power of the Lord's command!
Man.
Away with you!
Man, it takes my blood and everything. Man, those guys do not mess around. Okay. They are getting a lot stronger with those guys that can use the crosses. I have to figure out exactly how I want to fight them. Okay, so that's 2 migraines. So that's going to take care of this guy, which is sitting up in that one room, way back in the middle of nowhere. And this guy. Let me double check upgrades and stuff. I could break down some stuff. Good handle parts is what I'm missing to go up to my next one here. Yeah, now those guys are everywhere. Okay, I'm trying to figure out exactly what I want to do here, because I do have a lot of different things happening here. I've done pretty much everything at the hospital. The docks I haven't even been to hardly at all. I think before I go back to the hospital and I do the main quest line, I should go back and give that guy his migraine stuff while I'm in the area. Need to get, it's like back here.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
It's one hell of a run.
Its effectiveness has been proven by men.
Starting to get somewhere.
This is no place for a gentleman.
These guys are back. Man, these fights are not easy. The amount of damage they're doing to me right off the bat sucks. I need to put more points into health.
Good evening, sir. It's me again.
Leave me alone, I say, whoever you are.
Okay.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
I thought I could at least do my medical stuff with hitting the E key. Nope. Well, who else is out here? I think that's the guy that I just talked to. Yeah. I can't get in there. So, I tried. No coughing in public. Oh great, now I'm on stairs. Okay, that was bullshit. Thanks a lot, stairs. Absolute bullshit. I swing above his head because it was fucking on stairs. Ugh. Sometimes, man. Sometimes. Ah.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Die!
Been doing a lot of running. Ooh. Unlocked that way, huh? Okay, so I wonder if that'll help me get back to, well, shit.
This is no place for a gentleman.
Step away!
enemy defeated.
No.
A leech! A leech!
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Grenade!
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth. You. I remember you.
Is this our maker?
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me. Made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind.
Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this one.
It's probably just a projection.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Great. Was that like the leader of the guard or what?
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
I know this place means something to you. I have noticed how you suppress your appetite when around the staff and patients.
You need to know you can trust me, Edgar.
I do, dear fellow, I do.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Do you really believe they would come for us here? In such a public venue?
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Man, that sucks.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Well, that takes us back to the dock area. Okay, so when these guys have been hitting me, they've been taking a huge portion of my life, so I have got to put more into health. I just have to. I keep on forgetting I can do that. I need to find out what button it's on. I need to start putting some more points in the claws too. Look at this damage. 720 and 10 stun. Level 13. I should have given him the migraine stuff, but I can do it now. Man, I really don't want to go all the way back in there, but I think if I don't help her and have her go to Whitechapel, like, she might die. Wonder if I should be able to get through there like that.
Die, vermin! You're mine! Look lively! It's on to us! Over there! One of them vermin!
Really?
Monster! Die, thing! Eat this!
Oh, mother of God. No, turn around. Man, this fucking game's targeting system sucks so much. Motherfucker. Alright, no more running. It just makes things worse. I'm so lost sometimes in this damn place. And could I not get through here? If you ever face a vampire, never forget that they fear holy symbols. As long as you have the faith, a Star of David, an olive branch even can prove useful to repel these creatures from the pit, but you will not harm them for good. If you really want to hurt them, only one solution exists. Forget about wooden stakes or silver bullets and find yourself the strongest weapon against vampires. Or Lechum? Do you think it's a coincidence that Orchalum was common in Atlantis? According to the legends and ancient writings, Atlantis was infested with vampires. The place is known as Sanamsori Islands. I'll personally pay 10,000 pounds to the man who can provide me with some real Orchalum.
you can trust me. Why have you not spoken to me?
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
I've seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our own way. Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to snap her out of it. It's not real, like, I'm stuck in between these two, you know? But I'm gonna try to get her out of the cemetery.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Okay.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
This part of town is very fragile. I hope the trust so many people put in her will not be betrayed.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye for now.
You know you can trust me.
I still don't know who that person is.
Me? Why have you not spoken to me?
Oh, such bullshit right there. Such bullshit. No. I really hope that I can upgrade this weapon again soon.
As I feared, Samuel no longer preaches the good word.
Samuel. Personal diary, 12th of October. Father Whitaker is so righteous, so full of compassion and love for the suffering ones. His words are all this city needs. Tonight, I gave him all I have, my strength, my faith, my wealth. And if it's not enough, I know where to find more. 17th of October. Father Whitaker and I went to an abandoned house near St. Mary's Church. It was an awful and smelly place. Rats were disputing? I've never seen it used like there. The rooms to the last remaining residents of the decrepit flats. Most of them are sick. Awful, awful odors. On the last floor, Father Whitaker found an old man lying on a dirty mattress, coughing and spitting blood in a wooden bowl. Father Whitaker knelt before him and prayed a long time. The man seemed to feel better. Then we both helped him find the light. I cried then, and I cry now as I write these lines, for I've never seen a soul so relieved to be finally redeemed. Father Whitaker is a saint. If it's not presumptuous nor a sinful expression of pride, I wish I'll be able to save as many souls as he does, for it's a real privilege to witness such miracles. 19th of October. Tonight we both went to the whorehouses boarding the canal. I must admit, I was very afraid to cross the path of Jezebels, but the buildings were abandoned for a long time. Whores and infections go together, explained Father Whitaker, but their customers quickly get scared when there is mention of disease. In the last brothel we found 2 sick women sleeping together in a sinful attitude under dirty blankets. The odor was awful. Once more the smell of Satan and the disease, explained Father Whitaker, before kneeling and praying for those 2 lost souls. The women were so frail and sick that they were not able to move when I threw the petrol on the blankets. Their souls are now cleansed and purified. 21st of October. Father Whitaker is a saint. I won't let anyone mock the holy man he is. He shall receive more help and support. Alas, all is but as all the true prophets, he is alone. He needs more from his followers. He needs love and proof of love. Tomorrow I shall go to the cemetery and unearth more wealth for him. The dead have no need of the terrestrial goods, but we need to eat, Father Whitaker and I. They've been digging up the dead. Tonight, for the first time, it was my turn to lead the round. I chose to return to where we went 10 days ago to see if any more souls needed to be freed. Father Whitaker approved my choice since the good man's work is never finished, and Satan never sleeps, he explained. He also said if I keep showing so much zeal, he may soon give me more important missions and tasks. I can't wait. 3 more souls have been cleansed from any corruption tonight. If it's not presumptuous nor a sinful expression of pride, I dare to say we are one a path to greatness. This guy right here. Tobias wants to cleanse the epidemic with fire. Tobias believes Vicar of St. Mary's Tobias believes the Vicar of St. Mary's Church, Joseph Libres, is preaching a false faith. Tobias has already killed several sick people during his crusade to cleanse the city. Wow, this dude is hella hardcore bad. Ooh. What is this place I found? Oh, this is going across the water and everything. It's like a back way into the hospital. New hideout.
I cannot enter.
Okay, 2 of 2. A small dose of burst blood that could be used to create stamina serums for vampires. Analyzed to view blueprints. Okay. Still not finding any good handle parts. Okay, I'm going to get another coffee and go to the bathroom, so I'm going to be right back. Okay. I am back. That took a little bit longer than I thought. I had to get new coffee out, had to get new cream out, check the mail. Alright. So I am glad that I found this hideout. It does seem to be a little bit more hidden. And it's on the back side of the hospital. So hopefully, since I am on the back side of the hospital now,
Get your weapons ready! We found one!
hopefully, what I can do is find some back ways around the area, because I don't think I've been through here. So let's make sure we explore the area.
It's locked, all right.
Okay. I think this might have been... I think I might have gone into these sewers once before. Underneath the area of the hospital. But I turned around. Stonebridge sewers. Wow. And a werewolf, huh? Whew. Man, this is like all underneath the water, huh?
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Huh. Occult Oculus. I need someone who can read Braille, huh? That's cool.
I cannot enter.
Hey, my dashboard is stuck. I'm going to reload my dashboard. Just a second. Alright. Let's see if that changes it. Yeah, it's updating now. Cool. Man, I wonder what I'm gonna find down here. You know what I kind of think this is? I think this is like a really long dungeon that all it does is just lead you from one side of that gate to the other side of that gate. Right? I think that's exactly what's going on. See, I started over there. What I should do... See, like, if you go out there and turn, there's a gate. And I think what happened is this entire dungeon is just to get around the gate. So if I come back out the way I just cleared it from, and then walk through that gate. See, over there is where I just was. Now I won't have to go through the dungeon if I just open the gate up. Hey, you're here. You're watching.
Are you dead?
So, do you want to know what you missed? Just kind of like a synopsis? Oh, guess what else? You know how I said I checked the mail? There was some more stuff in it for you. But yeah, I ran out of cow tipper coffee, right? And I grabbed the other cow tipper that we got from Sam's Club. And it's actually whole bean, and I didn't want to, like, grind up any. So I have a mug of Death Wish. And then I went to the mail, and there was a couple things that I've been waiting for you to come in, and they came in. I checked them out real quick. But anyway, so since we've been playing this morning, there's been a couple different things. Let me see here. Like, this lady we found out in the cemetery, I convinced her to go back to Whitechapel instead of just staying in the cemetery. But one of the biggest developments is that this guy right here, that priest that we didn't like, he actually, like, there's a bunch of stuff that happened. We've actually, like, we're supposed to inspect the bodies to find Samuel the disciple, follow the blood trail, and eliminate what remains of Samuel the disciple. We found him. He had turned into a skull, but he had a diary. And I read the diary to you already, but I will see if I can. Where would that be? I won't reread it fully. I wonder... Bloody diary. Okay, so it's like right here, he's like blah blah blah, met Whitaker, blah blah blah. Here, I did some other stuff with Whitaker, and then like here, he starts talking about how he's doing stuff with Whitaker. Like they went to... Oh, no, that's not it. No, that's not it. That's the wrong diary. Okay, here it is. But yeah, like they went to the whorehouses and they started doing some stuff. Father Whitaker is a saint. I won't let anybody mock the holy man he is. He shall also receive more. But yeah, like tonight we both went to the whorehouse, boarding the canal. I must admit I was very afraid to cross the path of the Jezebels, but building were abandoned for a long time. The smell of Satan, man, where is it? Yeah. In the last brothel, we found 2 sick women sleeping together in a sinful attitude under dirty blankets. The odor was awful. Once more, the smell of Satan and the disease, explained Father Whitaker before kneeling and praying for those 2 lost souls. The women were so frail and sick, they were not able to move. When I threw the petrol on the blankets, their souls are now cleansed and purified. This Whitaker guy is like leading cleansings and like killing sick people and stuff, like, but not in a merciful way, like in a cleanse you with fire type way. And he had other people doing it too, and they were digging up graves to get money to do it. So yeah, there was a section where I was walking back to the hospital and I had a vision of the person who made us. It was like when the screen goes red and everything. You'll have to check that out. It was pretty cool looking. And then when we got back to the hospital, they said that, let me see here. I interrupted an argument in Edgar Swansea's office after I came back from my sister's funeral. A man was there, Geoffrey McCollum, leader of the Guard of Prywin. He presently suspects the Pembroke Hospital of vampire activities. He immediately recognized me for what I truly am, a vampire. But he was not here for me. Sean Hampton, the man I saved from William Bishop's appetite, if you remember at the very beginning of the game, the guy that we put on the boat with us and helped him to the hospital when we first came to the hospital, he was turned into a skull. So he was infected when I brought him to the hospital, and he escaped the hospital after killing another patient, which was that old lady, that Harriet person in the room right next to where he was sitting. As the current administrator, Dr. Swansea fears for the sanctity of this hospital. Since I was the one who let the murderer Sean Hampton enter the hospital, I will retrieve him and restore the Pembroke's reputation. I must act quickly if I want to protect any mortal who may cross Sean Hampton's path at the East End docks. and that's sending us back to the docks at the beginning of the game, like the place that we went back and got that shotgun the one time. It's leading us back there. But anyway, I was over here in the cemetery. I had the girl go back to Whitechapel, and then as I was coming back through the cemetery, I actually found that I could jump across the water right here. And I jumped across the water, found this hideout, and then was going through the sewers and bypassed that gate right there. And then now I'm basically coming back close to the hospital. But yeah, you should definitely check out the vision we had of the person, the vampire that made us.
will not further your agenda, sir. How long's it going to take to fix me properly? A month? A year? You have the right to disapprove.
I haven't went to the room. See, like, Hampton used to be sitting right here.
Daily routine.
What on earth happened here?
This is where he went crazy and destroyed, and killed. So now we're heading back to the docks to find him. He was called the Saint of the East End, the sad Saint of the East End.
Easy does it, boys. We can deal with this vermin. There's one of them vermin.
Damn, level 17.
I get rid of this. The leech's He's lost.
I started to learn how to use that jump a lot better. Did you see that? I'm starting to use the jump. We picked up the skill a while ago, and I was never really using it much. Okay, I shouldn't have crossed that bridge, I don't think. Yeah, okay, more this way. Oh, that's another thing you'll see if you watch the first half, is that there's these new guys that are with the guard now. He's right there. You see him? You see how he's got the cross and everything? Yeah, those guys are, oh my god, they suck. They're they basically can stun you with the cross, and they use a big two-hander like I do. It is not fun. Those guys suck. Fighting those guys is,
moving on.
Yeah, it's not fun fighting these guys at all.
He's mine! I'll take it!
Oh, and I am really sick.
The beast that leads his force!
I didn't even give him a chance to really stun me because there was other guys around. But if you remember, with the very first time we ever met Dr. Swansea, he stunned us with the cross, right? That's exactly what they'll do.
It's one of them!
I do think that some of these guys come back a little bit too often because, you know, like, I'll walk through an area and then, you know, I'll have to, like, go save or something. You know, I'll go evolve, use my experience or something, and then they're back. It's like, wow. Just constantly fighting the same dudes on the same bridge.
Watch yourselves! Watch out for them teeth! Cross! He's dead! Over there! There's one of them burning! He's dead!
Damn it, I went the wrong way. Unlocked this door, so now I've got a back way into some of the parts of the dock. That's nice.
I hope the rumors about Clay are true. Otherwise.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here, like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby. Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I ain't paying any bill left by Clay.
I'm not here to collect payment, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my Wet Boot Boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us, then, if you don't want to get hurt, or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Gold diggers, but they spelled it ghoul. Gold diggers.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
Behind all your crude words and your attitude, I sense romance and a soft heart, Miss Cox.
Romance? I have no time for such rubbish. I use Booth like I use everyone else.
Oh, I failed that one.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know, and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway?
No one messes with the Wet Boot Boys, Doctor. This is our territory, and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that?
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
You again. What do you want?
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really. One of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Don't you see it's an endless spiral? One day, it will be you who will be stabbed, or shot, or worse.
That's what my sweet Edwina always says, that one day I'll get it too. But she says it with the most beautiful smile, my Edwina.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Mark my words, miss. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back, and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton.
Vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Poor boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
Goodbye, and good hunting, Mr. Throgmorton.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts. Fire. Broken window of the shoe shop. The torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. Now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Is there anything...
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
Is there anything...
How dare...
No
Let me tell you...
Or what you lost.
I've lost...
It's
okay.
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I try asking Tom what's about him.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
Oh, wait, I forgot to give him,
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What?
Inebriation...
Yes.
Oh, I thought I had a fatigue on me.
I will see you later. Goodbye, Mr. Delaney. Good evening, Mr.
What?
Inebriation...
Yes.
Take this, then.
Hey.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
No one dares go outside.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me, then?
Of course I do.
You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Well, something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
Alright, well,
clients.
about the same as yesterday.
I
I got about 20 minutes until I have to start getting ready for work. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of the game now, because I feel that it wouldn't be easy to get out if I don't. So I think I'm going to head up to the safe room. And I'll go ahead and... I don't know if there's anything that I can really get. I know there are some things for 1,000. Man, look at that. That's another stun thing. I could get some more health, and I've been getting hit pretty low. Really hard to not do that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get some more health. Man, I never gave him his migraine. Fatigue, fatigue, fatigue. Migraine, cold. I wanted to see the little icon come up, but I think that it probably already did. I have 15 experience. I'll know if it's wrong. Alright, gonna go ahead and quit for the day, and maybe we'll do some more tomorrow.